I wanted to talk to you today about burnout. So, in my Law Practice Queen, the network business development membership, we cover a different topic every other month. And this one that we covered last month was burnout. So, in discussing burnout and how can we avoid burnout, one of the topics that came up was saying no and using boundaries. And this has become a very helpful thing for me to implement in my day-to-day life. I recently did a LinkedIn post about this. I'll link the post in the comments. And I just wanted to elaborate on using saying no as a way that you can avoid burnout in your day-to-day life. I'll also include some scripts that I use below just for anybody who, like me, is a recovering people pleaser. So again, if anybody is a woman in law and interested in support for business development, I have a business development membership called the Law Practice Queen Network, where we do monthly, every other month trainings on different topics, and then also power and speed networking. And so you should definitely check it out if you are a woman in law that's interested in support for business development. Going back to the burnout topic, though, there's a couple of really good books that I've read on scaling back and how that can actually get you ahead in your business and help you avoid burnout. So I'm going to give you those books now just so you have them as references. Essentialism by Greg McKeown it was for me a groundbreaking book in how you can really focus your time and minimize what you're working on to have a greater impact. So definitely check out Essentialism. Another one is Atomic Habits by James Clear. That one just explains how habits are formed and how you can use habits to your advantage in your day-to-day life. Another one is, it's by Kate Northrup. I'm totally blanking on the book right now, but it's called Do Less by Kate Northrup. That one is fantastic as well. It's kind of geared towards more of a female audience, but I think any reader will get a lot of use out of it. So definitely, if you're a reader, check out those books. Essentialism, I would say, would be the best place to start on this topic of avoiding burnout and establishing boundaries and saying no. He has a really good diagram in that book, and it kind of explains how if, let's say, we're all, pulled in many different directions, we're not going to get to where we need to go very quickly because we're pulled in many different directions. But if we're just headed with our energy in one direction and we scale down what we're working on and work on one big thing at a time, we can really get a lot more accomplished. And so after reading his book in 2020, in 2021, I decided to kind of implement the principles in the book, and I focused on 2 projects, and that's it for Law Practice Queen. And so for the first part of 2021, I set up a business development membership, the Law Practice Queen Network. And then for the second half of 2021, I'm working on my book, which is Build Your Empire, a Law Practice Queen's Guide to the Legal Industry. So without this super hyper focus on these big projects, it would be very difficult to get anything done because there's, I'm running 2 businesses, I have a family, and I also like to sleep and have fun. So I hope these tips are helpful to you. I'll also include the link to my LinkedIn post includes scripts for saying no. And if you're on my email newsletter list, I'll be sure to send out those scripts. If you want to get on my Law Practice Queen email newsletter list, just go to lawpracticequeen.com and scroll to the bottom, and I'll be adding those to the newsletter I'll be sending out. But I think that especially right now, a lot of us are needing different strategies and different tools to avoid burnout. And I think saying no in a respectful way on anything that's not related to your big important projects. Of course, you've got to get your job done and, do the things that your boss and colleagues ask you to do. But many of us have multiple opportunities coming at us that are optional and don't relate to our big important legacy projects. And I would encourage you, if it's not 100% yes, I would say it's 100% no. And it can always be a no for now. And you can kick the can down the road and say, hey, I'm really busy with this right now. Can we revisit this, next year? And people really are quite receptive to that conversation if you do it in a respectful way. So I hope that this was helpful to you. Again, if you're a woman in law and you're looking for business development support, please check out the Law Practice Queen Network. The link is in my profile. We're going to be doing some other discussions later on this year about productivity and simplicity and time management, which I think will be really powerful. So look forward to hearing from all of you about this important topic, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.